Alright, we are on day 5, or the morning of day 5 of the Anne Beadell, and unfortunately we've got to say goodbye to these guys who are going to be taking best speed now to Laverton. Cam, what's happened?
No, nothing major. I've got a few little niggling things on the truck, but just things that weren't ready. It's probably a bit of a big ask for its first trip, something like this. It should have had more time for a few testing trips beforehand, but just things like loose bolts. The car's fine, but there are things on the rack and the fridge and stuff in the back. It was just makeshift mounts and stuff like that to try and hold it down. And it's just not up to speed. So yeah, we just don't want to go anymore. Super rough stuff. So
Little bit of movement in the back with some of the gear, and we had some dramas with the ARB straps to tie them down, and the straps were pulling through on the fridge, so the fridge was bouncing around a fair bit and broke one of the cans and made a big mess. So.
Yeah, that doesn't matter though. That's part of the parcel. That sort of stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then makeshift batteries, bloody plugs we had to do on the trip because we didn't have any of the right stuff and things like that to power everything. So yeah, it was just the truck wasn't ready to do it, but the truck itself's been fantastic. I can't knock the Ford. She's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a big ask for us really in the beginning. We were ramping up, getting everything done, and it was literally right at the last minute, the last day before leaving, when we found out we had to do the suspension on it because it was pretty close to the bump stops. How have you found the track, Cam?
Personally, for the first time forward driver, I much preferred the Googs track that we did earlier. That was a lot more fun. This one is a bit too samey, just a dirt road.
Yeah, a bit too straight almost.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's no different from up home driving on the dirt track. That's my feeling of it. Personally, I'm more of a drive through stuff like this to get to somewhere like a beautiful waterfall or stuff like that. Just driving across, just to drive across doesn't.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Scenery's quite nice, but
something to tick off with perhaps some of the animals that we've come across. And chasing camels was a little bit fun.
Yes, got the camels. Yeah, very happy about that.
Yeah. How did you find the trip?
Yeah, it's been great. It's such an amazing change of landscape over such obviously a long distance. So yeah, it's been interesting to see it go from pretty dry, then not many trees, to lots of bigger trees, and then it comes through the part where it's rained a lot and it's a lot of greenery. It's a hugely varying landscape over such a long distance. So yeah, it's been interesting in that aspect. Yeah.
Did it feel remote to you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Pilbara,
Yeah.
Remoteness is a whole different kettle of fish for people that are born in, like where me and you
but
are.
you can still go down the shop at Pilbara.
But
there's nothing here.
But you can still go 50 kilometres out, and it's exactly like this.
Yeah, but you can still go 50 kilometres home and get some food.
Yeah, I'm with Cam for sure a little bit. It didn't feel as remote as I thought it would for the most remote track in Australia. We only come across 3 cars, but it's something about, I don't know.
It's in such good condition, the track.
Yeah,
maybe that's why it doesn't feel
highway,
as far away. It's been really in such good condition for a track that never gets graded.
Yeah, I feel the same.
That's what
actually. I
surprised
thought the corrugations were pretty light, really, compared to what I've come across before.
Yeah, there's not too many washouts. There's parts, but it's not difficult to get past. Yeah,
sand dunes were kind of small for the most part. I don't think we even come across any big ones that really challenge us.
No, we got slow on 1 or 2, but that was about it. You could actually feel a fighting, but no risk, no stop, no nothing. I mean, I think we only put in a 4-wheel drive once, and that was when Gav was playing on the sand dunes yesterday.
Yep.
Came back from that plane wreck.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Highlight for yourself, Gav, first? Highlight for the whole trip?
It's probably a cross between the Thorny Devil and the camels. I think
cool.
the camels on the plane, seeing them out in the open was probably the best.
Yeah, because you had the drone out.
Yeah.
That was your drone that you guys will see following the camels as they're just doing their own thing. We come across them and they were just sort of running through a paddock, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Cam? What was your
Probably
highlight?
about the same. The camels were down the trail were pretty cool actually, getting right up behind them with the truck, trying to woo them off the side of the road. That was good fun.
They would not get off the road, would they?
But that's the first time I've seen camels in the wild, and the first time I've seen the thorny devil in the wild.
Yeah,
So
so-
they were both pretty cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Didn't see a lot of bird life. Was hoping to see more bird life.
True.
But didn't see much of that at all. We're
We
trying
did
to
have that one emu that almost
That
got
got
taken
nailed
out by the eagle on
yeah.
day one. That would have been good. But I think you guys were behind me at that stage, so you
I
didn't.
saw it.
You did?
Yeah. Gav couldn't
Yeah,
see it, but I saw him swooping in.
Yeah.
'Cause I brought it up, and he's like, oh.
No, that was pretty cool. All right, well, thank you both very much for coming out and joining me. It's not all that far now to Laverton, and the track just gets better, believe it or not. It's a very fast track, so these boys will probably be in Laverton in, 2-3 hours, by
3 hours,
lunchtime, something like that.
We're going to stop and have a look at a few things on the way as well.
I'm going to say more than 2 hours.
Yeah, okay,
It depends on the track. It could be some washout parts still, like we've had
sure.
before, so we just don't know.
And if they come across any dramas on the way home, I'll make sure to get them on camera again and let us know. Like if they find the one boggy bit on the whole track, I'll make sure that
The
we
old
get
track
that
hasn't
out
let
there.
me down yet. It's not going to fail on the last day.
No, it's been really good. Well, thank you very much for coming out. It's
All
been a
good.
pleasure having you join me, as always. Cam's joined me in the left-hand seat a fair bit, so it's all good. But no, it's been great having you guys out here, and thank you very much for helping me on the variety videos, which you guys have probably seen by now. These guys did a whole bunch of filming on the variety gig as well. Goog's track, Anne Beadell, and hopefully these guys can join me again soon. Keep watching. Cheers.
Catch you later.
I don't know if you can hear it or not, but just on the right hand side there's water coming down through the rocks, and you can hear it dripping, and it's coming into this pool, and it's very, very salty water. Not sure what the source is, but this whole area looks like it's been carved out by this water flow. The rock is undercut, and it's an amazing geological feature. So we've done a quick trip down the Connie Sue to get to here, and it's called the Breakaways, Neil's Breakaways. And we almost didn't do it, but it's only, I don't know, 80k round trip, so we thought we got plenty of fuel, bugger it, and not disappointed at all. So if you're near Neil's Junction, you have to come here. Colours are mind-blowing. The hills have got all the different types of ochres that I'm guessing the Aboriginal people would have been using in this area thousands of years ago. And unbelievable. Some days I wish I was a geologist, because I'd love to know why the water is seeping through this rock the way it is. I'm guessing it's some sort of a sandstone to be as porous as that. I'd love to know where the water's coming from and why it's so saline. So if you happen to know, please do write in and tell me, because I love that sort of stuff, and this place is incredibly interesting. Really, really salty and wet through here. I almost drove straight into it without realising how boggy it could potentially be. There's bugger all tracks through here either, so yeah, I don't think too many people get to see this place. So I feel like we got it all to ourselves. There was one set of fresh tracks that looked like they'd been through here over the last maybe week, and that was it. Everything on the way in and out was basically virgin ground. So pretty cool. Got to be a bit careful. There is overhangs, so I'm not going too close to the edge. But just to hear that water dripping constantly behind me, I'm going to try and get some shots of it for you. Is very cool. Not something I expected here at the Breakaways. Have a look, enjoy. So the different colours, if I remember correctly, colours like that pink there into white into yellows. It's the different types of algae that live in the salt. So something like that, that's a colony of algae. And of course, as always, like, call in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a cluster of algae of a certain type, and someone will be able to tell what type by the colour. And then a bit further up you got the mineral salt, and then you got the bands of yellow and red and orange and pink through the rock there. Here's another big section of pink algae. Even this brown stuff that you see here that kind of looks uninteresting is very soft, and it's almost built up from the ground. It doesn't feel like it's eroding away. It feels like it's building up, as if it was a living being, or a lot of living beings. More water that you can see seeping through up there, pooling at the bottom. All the way up to that white band up the top. Be interesting to see what lives in the area. I've only heard birds so far. There's a bit of scat from something, I don't know, I can't tell what kind of animal it is. You can see the passing rain showers in the distance. Every time I see Ryan move my car, I get excited because he is an amazing photographer, and he's just set up over there with the tripod with the most glorious background, so I can't wait to show you that photo. This place is sensational. I could spend hours here exploring and walk around to another bit. Got the world's heaviest rig to use as a vlog rig. The ground is almost entirely made up of salts, minerals and small pebbles and rocks. It's created incredible looking geological formations. I don't know if you'll be able to see it all that well over there. There's the cruiser, and Ryan's sending up the drone now. I better go put this away and I'll give him a hand. Very quick little detour off Connie Sue, on the Connie Sue, sorry, off the Anne Beadell Highway. Worth a look if you're in the area. Take the trip, you won't regret it.